guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Caitlin and this is Mommy in the Making. A couple days ago, I celebrated 1 year since I kind of took the first step into being more minimalistic and more purposeful about everything that I bring into my home. And the first thing that I took care of when I went on this journey was purging over half of my kids' toys. And I mean it, you guys, they all went. It was kind of insane. But I will tell you, a year later, it is the best decision that I've ever made, and continuing to be purposeful about the toys that my kids bring into the house, about what I get for my kids, about their spaces, and making sure that we have room to play, and making sure that I create an area that is fun for them, but not overwhelming, and that gives space for their imagination. What I like to call mommy minimalism, not minimalism like you can only have so many of these toys and to the extreme and bare walls, but no, minimalism that just is being purposeful about what's in your home. Minimalism that's just about creating a happy space for you. It's not about numbers. It's not about you can only have this many stuff. That's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. I'm so excited to share with you guys about getting rid of that overwhelm and maybe starting your journey on downsizing. So first, let's get a tour of the playroom. So the first section that you're going to see in the playroom is this little table area and where we display the artwork. This table is from KidCraft. I painted the chairs gray. I tried to live with all the colors, but you guys, I just couldn't do it. The tablecloth is actually the same fabric as my runner. That's just fabric I got from Hobby Lobby, turned it into a tablecloth and a runner, and I can throw it in the washer. This is from IKEA, the little flower in the pot. And then up here, you will see where we display the girls' artwork. You guys, this is a super simple, easy solution for displaying artwork, for not having a bunch of it like sticking out of drawers. We rotate it, so when one thing goes up, one thing comes down. That's the rule. The girls love having their artwork on here, and it is the easiest thing in the whole world to do. You guys, I'm talking push pins, string and clothespins. I just tied the string to the push pins. We've got some Sailor Moon going on. We have some Incredibles going on. But it is a super fun, easy way to display your kids' artwork and kind of keep the kids' art clutter under control. Is an easel. This is from Walmart. They got it for Christmas. And then we have some super cute Melissa and Doug magnets, you guys. I love this easel. These magnets are adorable. The girls make little stories with them. And the great thing about the magnets is they stay on the board or they sit underneath there. Minimal mess. I just really, really love this. Now, it does have a chalkboard on the other side. Unfortunately, we cannot have chalk in our house because Brindley seems to be obsessed with eating it. So we don't use the chalkboard side of this easel. Area I created for my girls. I'm really proud of it. This used to be one of the sliding door closets. Fingers got jammed in there all the time and it just wasn't being used the way it could be. So this is a pair of cheap curtains and a curtain rod, and I've just created a little reading nook. I will be honest with you guys, those read letters come down a lot because of Brindley, but I still think they're super cute, even if I have to hang them up again every night. And then we just have some shelves with some books and a little bin for stuffed animals, and this chair, which is also from Walmart. Super cheap and really, really cute, and the girls love this space. They use it to read and as a little hideout. So over here we have their play kitchen. This is a garage sale find and I've painted it. I've told you guys this before. I love this little play kitchen. It's so cute, and you know, we just don't have a lot of stuff on here. As you can tell, I don't feel the need anymore after a couple years of learning that you don't have to fill every blank space. You know, all the shelves don't have to be filled. It doesn't have to be cluttered. You know, there's beauty in blank space. So here are where we keep the girls' toys in here. This is it. There are 4 bins, including the stuffed animal bin. And that's it, you guys. And when those bins are full, then there are no more room for toys. So here we have the girls' food. It is plenty, you guys. They get it all out. They play restaurant. That is plenty of play food. And then Aubrey's apron is up there. And then here we have tools. My girls love to play tools and bang on stuff. And then the box of blocks, which the girls also love to play with and get out. And they have a blast doing it. So that is the extent of the loose toys besides the things sitting on the shelves. I used to have the table sitting in the middle of the room, but one thing I learned is even though I think the table is super cute sitting in the middle of the room, I have to watch how my kids play and make sure that I create a space for how they play. And you guys, they love to build and imagine and just do a lot of things that require space. So by scooting the table over, now they have room to do that. As much as I wish they would just go in there and play Tea Party, that's not how my kids play, and I want to make sure that they have the space to do that. And that was where I had to kind of choose to make it still cute, but not exactly what I envisioned. But you guys, this room is for playing, so I had to let it be. Okay, you guys, so that tour was really short and sweet. As you can tell, there's not a ton of toys in here. There really isn't. It is a 5-minute or less cleanup, even when everything is completely dumped out. A year ago, this playroom did not look like this, you guys. And if my kids are anything like yours, the first thing they did when they woke up is come in here and dump out every single basket. It wasn't really intentional play. It was, hey, let's play by dumping out everything in the playroom. And then guess what? It was ridiculous in here. There was so much chaos. There was really no room for playing. It was hard for them to find what they were looking for. It was hard for them to do anything because there was so much overwhelm. One day I was listening to a podcast by Ali Casaza. She is amazing. I'm going to link her podcast down below and her Instagram. She is how I got introduced to minimalism. I am going to link her stuff down below. I would really encourage you guys to check her out. That's how I got started on minimalism, and it's changed my life. So, back to the dumping of the toys. It was ridiculous. I would come in here, I mean, I would cry. We'd have crying matches every night to clean it up. It was just so overwhelmed. There was just stuff everywhere. And again, my kids would play with it, but there was no purpose or rhyme or reason to it. There was just stuff everywhere. It was stuff for the purpose of stuff. So my first tip for you guys is to take a day or two and watch how your kids play. Watch what they like to play with, not your idea of what they would like to play with. If I had my way, my girls would be having tea parties all the time. But that's not, it's just not who my girls are. Brynley loves to play Monster, and she really likes to play with cars, and she loves to draw. And Aubrey really, really loves to play Barbies, and they love to play restaurant, and they like to play with the little tools that you saw in there. So my first tip and my first step for you guys is to take a couple days, watch what your kids play with and how they play. So after they dump everything out, what do they go for? What kind of games are they playing? What do they like to do? And once you see that, kind of think about the toys that they're just kind of using because they're there, but they don't really seek them out. So that's what I did first. I kind of saw what toys were just getting left by the wayside and really unnecessary. That's the easiest part. I got rid of those right away. Toys that weren't really getting touched or used or really were only getting played with because they were just kind of there, but they didn't seek them out. So those toys went right away. The next thing I did, you guys, and this may be controversial because this is something that grandparents really like to buy, the big noisy toys are out of here. Any toy that kind of, and this is just a personal rule of mine, but it did help me go through the toys, any toy that does the imagining for my kids, any toy that talks a lot, and not educational toys. Brynley has some baby toys in her room that teach her colors and stuff, but any toys that are just obnoxiously large, obnoxiously loud, and really just kind of disrupt our day and add noise to my kids' play, but not imagination had to go. And you guys know the toys I'm talking about, the toys that are loud for the sake of being loud, the toys that your kids don't really play with but turn on in the background and just like to have background noise or get left on at night. So those toys left, they went away right away. After I went through the toys that got put by the wayside and the toys that were kind of obnoxiously big or loud and taking up a lot of space but not serving a lot of purpose. So my next tip for you is this. Find out how much time are you willing to devote to these toys. And that's exactly what I did. I told myself I don't want it to take any longer than 5 minutes for me to clean up at night, and that was my rule. So you kind of need to decide what you're willing to spend on picking up toys and what your kids are willing to pick up. So mine was 5 minutes, yours may be 10, and that's perfectly okay. Minimalism should be flexible. I know a lot of people think it shouldn't be, but this is for you. It's to make you happy and make your life easier, make your kids happier, and get rid of overwhelm in your life. So your formula is not going to be the same as mine. So mine was 5 minutes. One of the best things I did for that is get rid of that giant thing with all these bins, because let me tell you about those bins. You want to fill them up. And people see that and they think, oh, there's room for more toys. People see that and it's just, you know, you feel if there's an empty space, our society has taught us to fill it up. So that I got rid of the bins, and I got rid of the square toy bins, the obnoxious amount of storage, because I thought, you know, if we don't have a place to store it, then we won't have as much of it. So I got these from the dollar store. We have 4 of them in this room, and the rule of thumb is once these are full, that's it. And basically what this has helped us do is, one, teach my kids to kind of phase things out, to donate to people, to really think about the toys they're playing with, and if someone less fortunate can use it. And it has also made me really thoughtful when I'm at the store, when I see something cute, like, oh, you know, should I buy this for Aubrey, or oh, should I buy this? Because I do love to buy my kids toys, you guys. I don't want you to think I'm a toy hater. I love to buy my kids toys. I like to see my kids play. I am not a toy hater, but I do like to get more purposeful about it. So the bins keep me in check, you guys. We have 4, that is it. So if I want everything to be put away, then that's these bins. And the reason that I like these bins is because they are small. 3 of them fit in her little fridge area, and they don't let me go crazy, because that big thing let me go crazy. I was always like, well, there's room in the bins for it. So that is another suggestion that I would like to make to you, is to buy something to keep the toys in that keeps yourself accountable, and tell your kids, once these are full, that's it. And when that time comes, it's time to look at everything and think, do we really need all this? So I think that giving yourself specific space to put toys in, and having those spaces set a limit for you, is incredibly helpful. I also have a rule of duplicates. So we don't have 12,000 baby dolls, because there's no need to have 12,000 baby dolls. My girls don't have Connects and then Lincoln Logs and this and this and this. They have one set of blocks. Now Aubrey does have her Legos that she keeps in a box in her closet. She's only allowed to bring them out when sister takes a nap, because Brinley likes to stick them up her nose. Anyway, but we only have one set of building things. We have crayons for coloring, we have the food things, but we don't have a million different duplicates of toys that are basically played with the same way. So much doing this, you guys, has cut down on the whining at bedtime. It's cut down on the cleanup. I'm not going to tell you this is going to change your whole life and your kids are never going to want to pick up again, because that's just crazy. My kids still fight me on picking up, but it just takes them so much less time, and I walk into this room and it makes me happy, and I don't feel so overwhelmed and like toys are ruling my life. That's crazy, right? It's crazy to let toys rule your life. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, I would love for you to kind of start with watching your kids play, then take it one bit at a time and separate everything into sections and think, do we have several of these little toys? Do we have several of this? And then really start creating space and creating areas and sections in your kids' bedrooms or their playrooms where they can play and enjoy themselves. And remember that when you get rid of some toys, or you get rid of the mound of stuffed animals, you are making room for your kids to have some imaginative play. You are making room for your sanity, and you are also kind of cutting down on that icky time of crying, at least for us, before bed. Like I said, you guys, my kids still come into this room and dump everything out. The difference is when they do it, sorry, my dogs are so loud. The difference is when they come in here and dump everything out, because it's not an excess of stuff, a ridiculous amount, I don't feel overwhelmed and I don't turn into like a screaming mommy maniac. This video was helpful for you guys, gave you some kind of idea of how to start getting rid of toys, of how to start being more purposeful about the toys that you bring into your home. If you would like me to do more minimalism videos, or if you have any questions, please list them down below. I would be very happy to answer them. This is something that I'm really passionate about, and it has helped me, and I have lived it, and I've lived it for a year now. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you later.